straight into it. So here I've got a puncture through a polyrural pipe. This stake's been driven just through the top of it, slitting it enough to leak out the side. So I'm just going to get rid of the stake out the way so I can work on the pipe itself. This is a 40mm rural pipe. Obviously dug it out. I dig it out about 1 metre so I can put in my new sleeve. Let's cut out the section that is damaged. I've started to cut out the little bit before but realised that it had a scuff mark in it, so I went back a little bit further to a cleaner bit of pipe. I couldn't quite get the hacksaw in that first bit, so I just used the blade, and then I could use the full hacksaw on the other side once pulled up. Now I've got my new piece of 40mm rural poly pipe, red line, and the 40mm Philmac connectors. Now I need to cut this pipe to size, but first I'm going to put on one of the end connectors, or joining connectors. How you do that is you put in the threaded bit first, then the next bit is the collar seal and the bit that goes inside the pipe. You're going to have to use a hammer to whack in that piece like that. Once that's in, this needs to be pushed in, and then that needs to be threaded up using some multi-grips and a spanner. Tighten that up. Once that piece is in, and you've got your joiner on one side of the new pipe, do the same on one end of the pipe in the ground. I generally shove something underneath the pipe so it sits up out of the ground and out of the water to keep it clean and clear. Do the same on this one, tap it in and then thread it up and use your tools to tighten it up. Now on the other side, put in the first part of the joiner with the thread and the insert. Now you want to make sure you cut the pipe to the right length. So I just put in the middle piece, tap that in, and then pull your new piece of poly down onto it, allowing for the little bit at the end. So I'll just give it a mark and cut that to size. Just got to allow for that little thickness at the end there. Should be able to get a pretty good accurate cut like this. Once that's cut to size, tap in your other pieces like so. Make sure it's as far down the pipe as possible. And if you get it right like that, if it's the right size, once you pull it up and you push it back down, it should join snug. If there's a little gap, you should be able to tighten it up with the thread, but if it's too big, it won't tighten properly. Use your spanners, tighten it right up. And go turn your water on and check for any leaks. Once it's all good, it's ready to be backfilled.